friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be learning the lesson called as the Tsunami in English class 8. So whoever you are, wherever you are, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm sure you'll not regret it. Now let's just get started. So these stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Ignatius was the manager of the cooperative society in Kachal. His wife woke up him at 6 a.m. because he felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully looked his television, set off his table and pulled down the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house when the tremors stopped. The tremors, the earth will be shaking, something like that. And they saw the sea rising in the chaos of confusion. Two of his children caught hold of the hands of the mother's and father's brother and rushed to the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife was also swept away. Only 3 other children who came with him were saved. And then Sanjeev, it's like the next this. So Sanjeev was a policeman serving in Kachal Island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife, his baby daughter from the waves. But he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook's wife, I guess. So Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. This is like so sad, right? So the next story. 13-year-old Meghana was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. Oh my god. She spent 2 days floating on the water holding a wooden door. And 11 times she saw relief of helicopters overhead, but so that's it, guys. The 11 times the helicopter were over her head, but they never saw her. So she was brought to a shore by a wave and found was walking on the seashore in a daze. Like she was like so dizzy and something like. She didn't eat and she didn't drink anything for 2 days. You guys, what do you think? So and the next story is. Alma's Jade was 10 years old. She was a student of the Carmel convent in Port Blair. When her father had a petrol pump, her mother Rayla's home was in Nankauri Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. When the tremors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. He understood that the water would come up rushing back with great force. So what he did was he woke up everybody and tried to rush them to a safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on his head, oh my god, by something and fell down. Her father rushed to help him. He came the first, then the kid, then everything would turn upside down in like 1 second, like that. So then came the first giant wave and that swept away both of them. Oh my god, that's so sad. And Alma's mother and aunts stood clinging on to the leaves of a coconut tree, calling out her. A wave uprooted the tree and then the two were washed away. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, and Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it and then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Karmotra. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is traumatized. Oh my god, I feel so bad for her, right? Okay, so now it's like the second part of the story. Let's go. Now here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in South Thailand. Tilly Smith was 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 17 years old. Their parents were Penny, Collins and Colin Smith. It was, the 26th December of 2004. The deadly tsunami waves were already on their way, and they had been triggered by a massive earthquake off northern Sumatra earlier that morning. The water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered when the beach was getting smaller and smaller and didn't know what was happening. But Tilly Smith sensed that something strong in her mind kept going to a geography lesson when she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew to Thailand with her family. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise, start to form a bubble, and form whirlpools. She remembered that she had seen in a class video of tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands at 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her in the class video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. So Tilly started to scream at her family and to get off of the beach. She talked about the earthquake under the sea and she got more historical. She said that her mother Penny, I didn't know what tsunami was, but seeing my daughter, I was so frightened. I thought something serious must be going on. This is her mother was saying that. And Tilly's parent took her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was, the entire sea had come after them. So it was screaming like run, and the family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building was withstood with a surge of 3 tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would have not been alive. The Smiths later met the other tourists who had lost their entire families thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson. Yeah, so that's a very nice lesson. You guys must also remember when the seas are going smaller and smaller, it's a kind of a sign of tsunami. Okay, so yeah. And in England, her father, yes, Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates the terrifying tale. So this is a really cool story, and there are some questions. You guys can attempt them after the video. Okay, so now the next story, let's go. So before the giant waves slammed to the coast of India and Sri Lanka, wind and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. They fled to safety. According to eyewitnesses' account, elephants screamed and ran for a higher ground. Dogs refused to go outside, and flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas. And zoo animals rushed to their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. Many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense and know where the earth is going to shake. Some experts believe that animals are more acute hearing helps them to hear the earth's vibration. Oh my god. Yeah, so they can sense an approaching disaster from long before humans realize what's going on. So we cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not, but the fact that they are giant waves rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 150,000 people in dozen countries, but not many animals have been reported dead. Along India's Kudalur coast, where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats, dogs were found unharmed because they know like what is going on. We also think like that. We are not sure. We're just saying, okay. And the Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is a home to a variety of animals including elephants, leopards, 130 species of birds, etc. So 60 visitors were washed away from Patangala beach inside the park, but no animal cases were found except 2 water buffaloes about 1 hour before the tsunami hit. People at Yala National Park has observed 3 elephants running away from Patangala beach. A Sri Lanka gentleman who lives on the coast near the galley said his 2 dogs would not go for the daily run on the beach. They are usually excited to go outing, he said. But on that day he refused to go, and most probably he saved his owner's life. So yes, is there any more stories there? Okay, this is a really interesting lesson, right? So yeah, that's it you guys. I mean, come on, that's very easy, right? If you just understand the stories, there are a lot of different stories in this particular lesson. This is so interesting. You guys can go through the lesson or go through the video again, and you could attempt these questions in each part like this. I think you guys can see like the comprehension check and comprehension check here too, and there are a lot of questions at the end also. So you can do all those and go through some more YouTube videos if you want to get that lesson thorough as anything. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you won't regret, and comment down below if you like our videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.